Hi there, my name's Craig. I'm the founder of Non-Stop Kids Entertainment and welcome to today's vlog. Today, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that every parent must do while they're locked in during the coronavirus lockdown. Here we go. Okay, so number 1, the first point that every parent needs to do is not panic. It's really, really important that you don't panic. And that's really important for a few different reasons, but it's mainly because of your kids. The problem is, if you panic, your kids are going to pick up on that. And the thing you need to understand is that your children are already going to be stressed out. They've been taken from an environment that they know. They've been taken from their routine. They've been taken from their teachers and all of their friends. And they've been kind of put into a situation where they're in the house and they're looking for reassurance. They're looking for help. They're looking for support. And they're looking for that from their parents. And if you're panicking, they're going to pick up on that and they're going to be anxious as well. It's really important that you don't panic. And the best way to do that, to be honest with you, is don't check out, try not to read the news all of the time, because a lot of the time the news is very sensationalist. You want to just not panic and just make sure that your kids are feeling secure and feeling happy. So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is don't stress yourself out too much about homeschooling. If you're watching this vlog, there's a very good chance that you've got children. And not only that, you've probably been taken into a situation where you now have 1, 2, 3, maybe even more children at home, and you're having to homeschool them effectively. You've been given a whole bunch of information from the school and you're trying your absolute best. You might have kids that are different ages and it's kind of, well, how do I juggle all of this? And if you're having to work from home as well, and you've been sent to work from home, you're working from home, you've got your kids at home, it is a very stressful situation, and a lot of parents are going to be beating themselves up because they're not, how do I make sure that I'm doing my job, but also how do I make sure that all of my kids are looked after and they're doing all of the work, because I don't want them falling behind. The thing I'd say about that is don't worry too much about it, okay? The school have given you a load of work, but what you don't want to do is you don't want to schedule things day by day by day. You don't want to turn it into a classroom environment. Again, it goes back to point 1. What the kids want more than anything else at the moment is they need their parents. They need support. They need help. They need reassurance that everything's going to be okay. You're not a teacher. You don't have to be. Kids, do what you can. Yeah, if the kids want to do some work, that's great. But there's lots of other ways that you can make sure that your kids are learning. Get them to build a Lego model. Get them to write a story. Get them to draw a picture. Get them to express themselves creatively in so many different ways. It doesn't just have to be regimented. Right, you will do this, and then you will do this, and then you will do this, and then you will do this. That's not going to work, You're not a teacher. Even teachers, I know a lot of teachers. My wife is an ex-teacher. I know a lot of teachers that absolutely would know how to structure their day to make sure that their kids are getting the best education that they can get. But a lot of them aren't doing that. They're letting them kind of do their own thing because, kids will learn. We're going to take our kids, they're going to go back to school again sooner rather than later. And when that happens, they're going to learn everything. So yeah, if you can do some of the work that the school's given you, that's great. But don't beat yourself up about it if you're not being able to recreate a classroom environment in your house. It's not really that important. And on that, point number 3 would be, you're going to see posts on Facebook of super parents that have got mapped out plans of what's going to happen. And at 9 o'clock, it's going to be this. And at 10 o'clock, it's going to be this. And at 11 o'clock, it's going to be this. And 12 o'clock, it's going to be this. And you can beat yourself up because it's like, well, I'm not doing that. The kids are just running around crazy. The most important thing for you right now is to secure your financial future and your kids' financial future. Make sure that they're okay. And if that means that you have to work because you don't want to lose your job, and because you're working, it means that you can't make sure that they're working on their books 24/7, that's not really too much of an issue. Don't judge yourself based on what other people are putting on Facebook. The grass isn't always greener. Trust me, I know that. Okay, so that's point number 3. Point number 4, you want to try and find something to do to keep them engaged. You want to find something to do to keep them entertained. Now, there's a few different things that you can do with regards to this. But one of the things that I'd suggest, and I'm going to plug our own thing right now, is Non-Stop Kids Television, NSK TV. We've turned our YouTube channel into basically a TV channel that broadcasts 24/7 for children. We have 6 episodes that go up every single day, Monday through Sunday, and they go up at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. And we've got programming about absolutely everything. We've got magic shows. We've got party games, we've got action dances, science experiments, baking lessons, we've got maths lessons, how fun with maths, how to learn magic, how to do Rubik's Cubes, how to do balloon modelling, how to do face painting, story time for the younger children, tiny touch chill down sessions at the end of the day for younger children, for wake up sessions where you get like PE lessons and keep fit lessons for the kids in the morning. You know, we've got stuff going on all day. It's not just sitting them down in front of an iPad and saying, right, watch this film. They're not films. These things are designed to be interactive. And they're also designed to be educational. That's a great thing that you can do. I mean, there's lots of other options out there as well. But you want to try and get your kids doing something that's as interactive as possible. Like I said at the very beginning, get them to write a book, get them to write a story, get them to read a book, get them to draw a picture. And putting them in front of NSK TV, that's a really great option as well, because it's not just magic show, magic show, magic show. It's really interactive, educational entertainment that all of your kids will absolutely love. So that's point number 4. Make sure that you're giving them something to do. You know, you don't just want to sit them down in front of a a PlayStation or a Switch and just have them play games 24/7. You want to try and find some other stuff for them to do as well. Use this opportunity to get them to, learn new skills. Like I said, we're doing magic lessons on our YouTube channel. Get them to learn how to be a magician. That's a fantastic thing to do, because it really teaches children to be outgoing. It teaches communication skills. It teaches hand and eye coordination. It's a fantastic thing to do. It really is. So that's point number 4. And finally, point number 5 is don't feel like you have to cancel your child's birthday party. A lot of parents that have booked parties with us over the March, April and May period have been ringing us saying, we've got a birthday party booked in with you. We really don't want you. We really don't want our child to not have a birthday party. What are the options? Which is why we've launched virtual parties. And a virtual party is basically the closest thing that you can have to a hassle-free party package, but for the comfort of your own home. And what it is we create the whole thing for you. So you'd give us a date and you'd give us a time, and then we would create a link for you. You send that link out to all of your child's friends or all their parents, your friends' parents, and you tell them that there's going to be a party at this time, at this date. Log in using that link, and then they log in using that link, and we can have up to 100 children. They can log in with a phone or an iPad or a computer or a laptop, whatever it is. Your entertainer will already be there, and we'll run the session for either half an hour or an hour or an hour and a half. We can do magic, we can do party games, we can do action dances, but it's all designed to be interactive, running over the internet, so it's completely virtual. So it's not like just watching a show. The kids are getting involved. We'll make sure the birthday child is made to feel special. We've put a lot of time and effort thinking about this into, a lot of thinking into it to make sure it works as well as it possibly could. And it's a great option. And at the end, we'll send you a video of the actual performance so that you can share that with your friends, and they can watch it over and over again. So don't feel like you have to cancel your child's birthday party. There are other options. You can have a virtual party, or the other thing that you can do is you can plan the party a little bit later on. And the analogy that I'd use is take to your child, hey, you're going to be like the Queen, the Queen of England. I don't know if you know this, the Queen has 2 birthdays. They have their normal birthday and they have their other birthday that happens a little bit later on. Well, you're going to be like the Queen. You're going to have your own birthday, and then later on, you're going to have a birthday party as well. You're going to have 2 birthdays. It's going to be super exciting. So you can plan a birthday and postpone it a little bit, or you can have a virtual party. There's a few different options. If you want to give us a call and go through options, we'd be more than happy to. So there it is. You look down. It's not the end of the world. I think the big message that we want to give you here is don't beat yourself up too much. Don't panic about the situation. Please don't panic. Try not to panic at any rate. In a year's time, this is going to be a distant memory. You're going to look back at this and you're going to go, do you remember back in 2020 when the coronavirus thing was all about? It's going to be a distant memory. So, don't panic too much. Don't feel like you need to turn yourself into a teacher. Make sure, make sure that the thing that you focus on more than anything else is your job. You want to make sure that you're supporting your family. And most of all, find stuff for your kids to do. In the description down below, we've put a link through to NSK TV if you want to have a look at that, and also a link through to our virtual parties page on our website. Have a look at that. I'll be back in the next couple of days with another vlog. My name's Craig from Non-Stop Kids Entertainment. Thank you very much for watching.